Is he in the vehicle?
Yeah. I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address. And now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay, and boom, we're live.
Hey, everyone.
And today is Wednesday.
Yep.
And the only reason why I remember that is because it's HUMP Day. I sent a camel, this camel to the uniform. I always laugh about that, honestly, because I always think of till I was like 20 something, I had no idea when this lady said what Wednesday was. I had no clue about it. So in my head, it takes me back to that memory of when I was being told what Wednesday was. And plus the French fry and the worm doing it, that always made me laugh, that one. Anyways, hey Adam, what's up?
Sorry, you made me think of something really quick. When it's funny, when something gets stuck in your mind like that, For you that was hump day. For me, I remember I was eating at a restaurant when I was a kid once with my parents, and the server said, "Do you want soup or salad?" And I said, "I'll have a soup or salad." And to this day, when someone asks me if I want soup or salad, in my head I think super salad.
Yeah. I know, it's always funny about stuff like that, eh? Yeah. Oh, the memories.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get into the food, but we're not going to get into that one right now. I always think about White Spot, but yeah. And the boat. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so anyways, Una, thank you for said an upgrade. So thank you for upgrading your membership to Pink Panther. Thank you so much. And not really sure how to pronounce that name. Aston Airlines. No.
You guys, we are right on the precipice of 9K. So if anyone's going to watch tonight, whether it be now or on the replay crew, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because it feels nice to hit little milestones like that.
Another little milestone crack. So yeah, 6 more at the moment. But people are funny. Don't be unsubscribing right now, okay, guys? You know how it goes, right? You get there, and then all of a sudden it's like, on purpose and stuff like that. But anyways, correct. We're 6 away from 9K, and again, it's thanks to everyone that does support this channel, that wants to see the content of it. Thank you guys very much for doing so, and please give this live, of course, a like and a share. Really helps with the algorithm to put it out there, and it helps the channel, of course, put the information out there. So today, you guys obviously we're going to be talking about Richard Allen. Richard Allen, of course, will be in court tomorrow, and we're going to go over that stuff in a second here. Just another trial date that's coming up, and many more to come. June has been a very busy month for motions for the Delphi,
Right.
with Richard Allen and the Delphi in general. Really, to
And
be honest,
every single one of them has been confidential.
I know, and you know, and that's where I agree with murder sheets and stuff like that,
Yep.
because there's some of that stuff that doesn't need to be confidential. I
Yeah.
can understand.
We talked about it the other night.
Yeah, you know, certain information being confidential, but like a transport to the, you know, courts. Ooh, I mean, having, you know what I mean? It's just, it's ridiculous that it basically, yeah.
Because
What were you gonna
all
say?
that did, all that does is create more speculation. Especially like with that transport order, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Common sense would tell someone that that was just an order to transport Richard Allen to court from the government facility he's at. But because we know that there had been a request put in earlier for a transport to a new facility,
Right.
of course it allowed room for speculation then that Richard Allen was being granted the move to a new facility.
Mm.
And when you have secrecy over everything, it just opens the door for speculation. And I know we'll talk about it in a bit, but that is one of the things I think that they are going to address tomorrow in court.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just finish it with our hellos. Hello, Yellow Mustang. Shelly's in the house. Hey, Adam, Po Buddy's
Nobody's
nerfing.
perfect. Nobody's nerfing.
Yep. Let's see, a Mustang again. Callie's in the house. Hey, Callie. Shelly says, "Wow, almost on time. Better late than never, right?" And I noticed the promptness too. Streamlabs, of course, is in the house. Sport with Steph. Hey, girl, love ya. Angel. Hey, Angel.
Hey, Angel. Good to see you.
Yep. Trying to sleep, too warm. Do you know? Can I just say something, Angel? So I know this is kind of ridiculous a little bit, but on my computer, I literally had the fireplace playing. It just, when I look at it, it just warms me up, even though I was a little bit cold, but I love the fireplace. Like, the simplest things in life to me are so relaxing, whether it's staring at water, just sitting there, just basically those nothingness things, staring at Christmas lights, watching fish, right? Because of course I got stocks in that. So yeah. CJK is in the house. Good evening, CJK. PJ Second Chance. Good evening. And Jess is in the house. Hey, Jess. Did I say
Hey,
Diana already? Hey, Diana. One lump or two. How many lumps of sugar? Are you made up of, Adam?
It's been a big old zero hump day for me.
Thanks, Callie. I hope you're doing great tonight. I think what Callie said earlier in our private chat was that Adam gave me a headache and I'm starting to get a migraine now. I think that's kind of word for word verbatim what she said. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And Ray, yeah.
Pretty much.
Think? Yeah. And then Ray was screaming, "Let me out of my chains, Deb." Like Sonny's and Adam are on tonight, so let me out. I don't see Ray here, do you?
Or Deb.
Oh.
Maybe it's feeding time.
Yeah. Right. I remember when you took a picture of that spider and you're like, "Not today, Satan." Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When you did that, that was so funny. I remember I never belly laughed so hard when I seen that. At 10K, we have to have a panel party. Okay, Callie, but as long as you're not specifically invited to it, Callie, until we get that up. Yeah, well, me and Callie keep having this thing that we're going to get an island as soon as she wins the lottery. But she hasn't been playing, she said. So how are we going to win the lottery? Because I'm certainly not playing. Hi, The Reckoning. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, on there. Nice to see you in here. There's Alexa Love. Alexa, she's, like I said, she's, has her up and down days here going on. I think Callie's rubbing off on her. Are you giving Alexa headaches? Is that what's going on? I've never been a migraine sufferer. Have you?
Oh, about 2 years ago, I started getting them. I've only had about 5. Knock on wood. And it's been a long time since I've had one, but they're the most debilitating, miserable thing I can imagine. I know Sloopy suffers from them as well, and we've talked. Sloopy and I have talked about it, and I don't think anyone that's never had one can even understand how bad the pain is. It's almost like if you took a toothache and you put it over your entire head.
Yeah, Adam, the only thing I could even associate to a migraine, honestly, was when I was sick and I had what I call it like a band headache because it literally wrapped around my head. And this is when I was really, really sick, and it wouldn't go away. And I never get headaches. Like for me to get a headache is so rare. And usually if I get a headache, it's because I'm tired or something like that. But it's so rare for me. That's the only thing that it just stayed there and it wouldn't go away. And it was, when it finally subsided after about a week or so, once I started having the medication. So that's the only thing I could ever remotely associate because I've never been like a headache sufferer or a migraine sufferer. So I do feel bad for those people that do get those for sure.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it will stop you in your tracks completely.
Yeah.
So
hi, Grandma Soras. How are you?
Hey,
I
Grandma.
still don't like that name, by the way. I still miss Grandma. What was the other one now? See, I'm almost forgetting.
Grandma Watches.
Grandma Watches. Yeah. Grandma Soras. It's like looking at the word dinosaur and Dinosauras at the same time, and Grandma Soras.
Yeah, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. Did you already read Jeff's? I liked that a lot.
Nope, haven't got down there yet. My bad. Running a little slow here. Bye,
You're fine.
Hey, how are you? Did I say hi to Jess already? What did you say? I'm manifesting you going from 9K to 10K twice as fast as you did from 8 to 9. Okay. Yeah. If you could just put that in your cards there, actually, if you could just do some cards right now and tell us approximately when we're going to go from 9K to 10K, right? Overnight sensation, right?
Right. Our birthdays are coming up.
They are. Yep. My husband's is next, actually. His is June 22nd, July 3rd, July 13th. And, my brother's is July 9th. And again, for people that don't know, me, my brother, and my twin sister are like for 6 days we'll be 54 and then he'll turn 55. Yeah. Getting old, man. Getting old. My favorite age was.
And you skipped Jeff comment.
Oh, shoot. Say hi. Oh. Not really sure who this dude is, but I like his avatar. It's just like smiling at me. I want my mom to know I have friends. Y'all are friends, right? That comes with a thumbnail cost with you, Jeff.
Yeah, you keep making the thumbnails, and we are friends.
Yeah, Jeff has made some thumbnails lately, and I'm not lying. I've been recycling a few of those, and I'm going to continue to recycle them until he makes me some fresh ones. That's when we'll truly be friends. Once I hit a certain level of thumbnails from you, Jeff, then we're definitely friends. But you're a grown up; you can do what you like, okay? Just thumbnail. Yeah, by tomorrow, okay, just a few. But you know what was funny is that John from Crime Scene to Courtroom, he actually commented on the thumbnails lately. Yeah, sent a comment. So I sent it to Jeff. I said, Jeff, besides the one that I took off the news today and I added some ballistics to it, whatever. But Jeff does some really great thumbnails. Like, honestly, if I was a using type friend, which I'm not, Jeff, just make me spew right now, okay? But honestly, he's made some really great thumbnails and I appreciate it. Because John said to me, is that from Canva? And I was like, Canva's not quite that good. Canva's okay, but you could do it so much faster on Adobe Photoshop for sure. You have more abilities on Adobe for doing stuff like that. Alexa, okay, coughing in my head, but we'll go to bed early. Oh, hey, Sharon Parker, how are you? I'm sorry, guys. We got Bridget Blaine. We're working our way down. Sorry. I guess, sometimes when you, I don't know, sometimes when you just feel in a more talkative mood, I said to myself, nope, we're on. It must be Deb in my brain. I was like, nope, we're on structure today. We're going to just plow through this stuff with, yeah.
Right. Because we're going to have to get up early in the morning. You earlier than I.
This is true. Y'all are the best. Nah, you're a great guy. I love great people. Okay. I love people that are passionate, honest, truthful, caring, loving, all those great things. That's what makes a decent person. So if you are that, remember to always love yourself for exactly who you are. You know,
Twice a day.
love those type of people. Okay, so I think did we get every? Oh, there's Mark. Hi, Mark. How are you? Hi, Mark. Let's try that again. Hi, Mark. What's up? There we go. That one didn't come off the tongue too well. Let's see here. Oh, TTM. Hi, how are you? And Indie Pam, how are you? And I think, sorry guys, if I'm skipping by some comments right now. And then, yeah, so I think we're good. So, anything you want to say before we get started, Alan? Oh, yeah, that's it. Live's over. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And no, just kidding. Okay, so let's go over some of the motions that have been happening here. So let me just pull those up really quick. Okay, so I didn't pull them all off, but there's a good chunk already. So obviously here, let's see, this is on the 13th and 14th and 15th. So right here, you guys, is the motion. And how do you even say that word? Lamine? Motion in Lamine?
Yeah, Lamine. Yeah.
Lamine. Regarding
okay, Lacey.
Is Lacey in the house? Hey, Flirt. How are you doing, Lacey? Yeah. Yeah, you can have Adam today. And so let's see here. So we got motion in Lamine, sorry, regarding ballistics. Then we have the transport order entered. Then we have order entered, automatic. Whoops, went a little bit big there. And unavailable. And then the hearing, obviously, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. So let's see here. Just before that, you guys, we had the verified. This is verified request to prohibit public access to a court record filed. Mental health records, of course, motion filed for that. You guys know, and you guys know Murder Sheets did a couple of motions themselves, because like me and Adam were talking about, and I think you guys agree, like we were just talking about, is that some of these motions aren't being, to me, ethically done. Like some of these motions should be out there. Like, you know, we should have access to certain ones, and then other than that, certain ones we shouldn't have access to. But everything that we ask for is no go.
And you know, I think even more so than that, I believe that it's important, and I'm glad that the Murder Sheet did that, because I think it's important that if they are going to be confidential, that there's an assurance that it's being done through the due process. And I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying I think that it's important that that not everything be given a blanket confidentiality order, when I believe that not all of this has to be. So
right.
even if this motion fails, I believe it's important that it ensures that the correct steps are taken in putting these motions out there.
Yeah. Okay. And let's just take a look at. Whoops, clicked on the wrong darn thing. Let's just take a look at that survey. So I asked, will the defense succeed in suppressing the ballistics evidence? 18% said yes, 50% said no, 18% unsure, and then there was a yes, no, maybe, unsure, LOL, 14%. Before we get into this a little bit more, Adam, what do you think? What do you guys think? Come on. I know you guys put it in there, but just type one. I don't think it was all of it. I think it was partial, that they want partial of it suppressed.
My first question is with the ballistics motion coming so recent. I personally do not believe that that Judge Gall will give an order on that tomorrow. I believe she might still hear arguments on it, but I do not think any order will be issued on the ballistics tomorrow. I could be wrong. That's just my.
That it will get suppressed, though? Do you think that it will get suppressed at all, regardless?
I don't know what evidence. I can't answer that without knowing the evidence that's going to be argued.
It's called the gut. It's called the gut reaction.
I hope to God, no.
Mm-hmm. Right. Um, I don't think it. I don't think it will. I think I don't think it will get suppressed myself. But then again, um, I mean, when I was listening to a news report, it said like that they wanted partial of it. So we'll see what partial means. So you guys, just so you know, for tomorrow, okay. So it says the courthouse will be open at 8 a.m. All entrances will be closed except for the handicapped entrance on the north side of the building. The remaining entrances will be locked with no access to the public. All members of the public, including members of the media, are subject to screening by metal detectors. All bags in possession of those entering the building are subject to search. No weapons of any. Hey, who's going? Frank. Are you
Frank,
going,
hey
Frank?
Frank.
No weapons tomorrow, Frank. Leave them at home, okay, big boy? All right. No weapons of any kind are permitted in the building except for on-duty law enforcement officers. Cellular telephones are permitted in the building but must be powered off and unused at all times while in the building. So that means no tweeting while the court is in session, obviously. That sucks. I was hoping for that. Violations are subject to seizure and destruction of the cellular telephone. Ooh. No electronic equipment or devices are permitted in the Carroll County Circuit Court. Media personnel are permitted to attend the court session. No cameras, electronics, laptops, or recording equipment of any kind is permitted on the second floor and the third floor of the courthouse, nor inside the circuit courtroom. All such equipment is limited to the first floor of the courthouse. The court requests that the media be mindful that other county offices, I think this is the next one. Yeah. Whoops. Let's see what that says. Are conducting business in the building unrelated to this case. Media members of the public are ordered to conduct themselves in such a fashion to limit disruption to the offices, personnel, and patrons of those offices. The media are free to use the public areas outside the courthouse as long as they do not obstruct traffic in the streets and sidewalks surrounding the courthouse. Seating in the Carroll County Court is limited. The first row of public seats behind the bar separating the well of the courtroom from the public is unavailable for seating. The sheriff of Carroll County or his designate. What is it? How do you see me say it? I'm having trouble. I'm having a dyslexic problem here. Designee, not design. Designee. Oh, designee. That's it. Will ensure that the victim representatives are seated. The remaining seating are available until full. No one other than the court security will be permitted to stand in the courtroom. All spectators will remain seated until the conclusion of the hearing and the parties have left the courtroom. No food or beverages, blah, blah, blah. Water will be permitted for parties in the well of the courtroom. All members of the public and the media are required to follow directives of the sheriff of Carroll County. Courthouse security and courtroom security. No court-produced recording will be made available to the public or the media. And then the last part of it says, the scheduled hearing of the public pending motions before the court. The court will conduct an ex parte hearing with the defendant and defense counsel on the ex parte motion. State of Indiana and the public are excluded from this portion of the hearing and will be asked to leave the courtroom. Court security will remain and are ordered to keep the portion of the proceeding confidential. The court anticipates that all members of the public and the media will conduct themselves in appropriate fashion. Didn't they already say that? Any violation of this order and the conduct in the court finds disruptive and the proceedings may result in an order of temporary permanent exclusion from the courthouse, blah, 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 blah. So I just kind of wanted to read that to you guys, just so you know basically what's going to go on tomorrow. So what they're not allowed to do, which is basically everything that they're not allowed to do. So,
right.
Yeah.
And, I think it's, it'll be interesting to find out how much of the hearing, at what point is that divided up between the ex parte and the public portion, because I would assume, given the way that this case has been presented publicly so far, the majority of the things they'll be covering tomorrow will probably be covered after the public is to leave, unfortunately. But I think that we still will get quite a bit of information in the public portion of the hearing tomorrow. I just think the meat and potatoes of everything is going to be after everyone's asked to leave.
Yeah. Yes, we will be covering it tomorrow, Mark. So again, but it sucks when there's like no tweeting out, like unless there's a break and the news and tweets can come out and stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, it is, I'm not going to lie. Okay. It is nice when you can, first of all, watch a case. Those are cool to watch. And then, second best thing is obviously tweets, at least, to kind of keep up to date of what's kind of going on. But
or someone in the courtroom, like Frank, like someone that's going to be, because even if Frank's, I'm assuming Frank's doing the live stream as well tomorrow. But being in the courtroom without your phone, you're limited as well to what you're able to talk about. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I wish when it comes to Abby and Libby's case is that I really wish I could be one of those boots on the ground with this case. Because that stuff really interests me. I kind of like to do stuff like that. I'd be there in a second if I could. Not flying all the way from Canada, though.
Oh, same.
I know it makes it hard. But anyways, there are people that live there that either are friends of ours or perhaps, like I said, Frank, he's going. And I can't remember. There was something about Frank and Ruckus or something like that, right. I think.
Yeah, and I know a couple of people that will be in the courtroom giving us updates. Right. Well, once they can.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mark, to answer your question, we will of course cover it. Like we said, when it comes to Delphi case, although we don't pump out a ton of videos all the time, even though I put one out today for Delphi, it's just a matter of when important things happen, of course, then and there's things to actually talk about again, then definitely always. Okay. That's going to be, 10 a.m. is when it starts, and, we'll see what comes out of it, I guess. This case is going to be probably what? 2024 at some point. Some point. You guys know there's always going to be emotion before we ever get there, right? But one day it will get there.
Hopefully, I will say, regardless of, hopefully tomorrow will be the most information we've had from a court hearing involving Delphi to date. I really hope for that. And I mean, there should be no reason we don't get a lot of information from the results of tomorrow, in my opinion.
Yeah, Frank, just remember, don't leave your paperwork on top of a car. That's all I got to say about that, Frank. Don't leave your paperwork on top of a car and let it spread.
It'll lead to all sorts of nonsense, Frank.
I remember that. His notes ended up or whatever everywhere. I think.
Oh, and then people were like, prosecutor left the notes on their car, and like, no, that was Frank.
Yeah. I was gonna say, no doing that, Frank. Okay, so you guys, let's watch a quick video. Oh no, hold on a second. Do you want to read this first, Adam, or do you want to watch the video first?
Sorry, I was just coughing. We can read that first. It says Allen's attorneys described the state's evidence as flimsy, and they raised serious questions about the science used to establish a possible link between Allen's gun and the unspent round found at the crime scene. The probable cause affidavit seems to suggest that a single magic bullet is proof of Richard Allen's guilt. It is a bit premature to engage in any detailed discussions regarding the veracity of this evidence until more discovery is received, but it is safe to say that the discipline of tool mark identification, ballistics, is anything but science. The entire discipline has been under attack in courtrooms across the country as being unreliable and lacking any scientific validity, defense attorneys Brad Rossi and Andrew Baldwin wrote in December, just before a judge issued a gag order in this murder case. We anticipate a vigorous legal and factual challenge to any claims by the prosecution as to the reliability of its conclusions concerning the single magic bullet. With Tuesday's court filings, this challenge is now underway.
Okay, and you sent me a couple other ones here.
I did. Yeah, these were just links from that one article.
Oh, okay.
And this says 13 investigates discovered the filed motions listed on Indiana's court access website, while the online filing is visible to the public and media. Access to the actual motion is currently sealed from public view, as Trish told me as well. That means we do not yet know if the court is being asked to exclude some of the state's ballistic evidence or all of it. Either way, if Judge Francis Gull grants the request and rules that some or all of the ballistics evidence is inadmissible, it could have a major impact on the outcome of Allen's trial.
Okay. You know what?
That's true.
I was going to say, for chat that's out there, do you guys think that this is going to would have a big impact if they couldn't include this as evidence, the ballistics? Do you guys think that would have a huge impact on the case? What do you think, Adam? I think so.
I think, I do think so. I think that it would be great if someone that was a ballistics expert, such as Jennifer Coffendopper, which I know she is, if someone like that would speak out and give her opinion on it, because I'm not a ballistics expert.
Yeah.
But I think that would be amazing.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking in my head, do I know a ballistics expert? Do I?
Even though I've not been the biggest fan of that person in the past, but I'm just using her as an example of someone that that would could really help explain this whole junk science versus non-junk science. So it'd be great if someone would talk to them.
I remember when this first came out back in the day, and Lewis was, it sent me some cases where, like I said, kind of deemed as junk science. But I think, to be honest, the overall consensus is that honesty. I think that there's more cases that have been tried with it, in a sense, and I think less that have had it, say, thrown out versus what has been used. Now, most of the times, though, ballistics are because the gun has been fired, not usually because the casing fell out, but the gun, say, wasn't fired. But yeah, so unless there's a ballistics expert in here right now, anybody? Anyways, let's listen to that article that or that video that Adam sent me, guys. So let me just hit stop. Ooh, up close and personal. Adam, do you want to reach out and touch someone? Okay, so let me just find it. Let's see here. Sorry, Adam, I got a bunch of tabs open as usual. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. Motion. Nope, that's not it. No.
I missed that drama. Sorry, Steffa.
Live streaming channel content. Yeah. No. Okay, hold on. Cancel for a sec. Just talk amongst yourselves for a sec, guys. Give me 1 sec as well. I gotta find where that video is. I know you got it open. Okay, it's this one right here. I gotta put it. You see, the problem is that I got about 20 tabs open right now.
Right.
So
so while you're doing that, I've not heard about this drama going on with the Summer Wells case in JLR. Not that I care, but
I heard just a tad bit of it today. We can talk about that later, though. Okay, if I would hit the right button first of all, that would be great. So channel 13. So let me just pull this up. Let me find the thing. Okay, so hold on. There was this one right here. Looks like it wants me to watch a commercial.
Even better, get financing for as low as zero.
Skip ad.
Now 6 o'clock, and tonight attorneys are getting ready for an important day of hearings in the Delphi murders case.
Richard Allen will be back in court Thursday morning. He's accused of killing teenagers Abby Williams and Libby German back in 2017.
Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel tonight explains the key issues that will be decided during tomorrow's hearing.
There are four main issues that will be addressed at Richard Allen's court hearing Thursday. The first is setting a trial date. 13 News has learned that date will likely be set for sometime within the next 6 months. The second issue is a motion to suppress ballistics evidence. That motion was just filed this week by Richard Allen's defense team, and it focuses on evidence found at the murder scene. The state says they tested a gun found inside Allen's home and found that gun matches an unfired bullet found between the bodies of the teenage victims. Allen's attorneys have raised questions about the science the state used to link the gun to the bullet at the crime scene. Thursday, both sides will be able to debate the reliability of the ballistics testing so the judge can rule whether that evidence will be admissible. The third issue the judge will consider is whether Richard Allen should remain in a state prison while awaiting his trial. The defendant's attorneys say keeping Allen in a segregation unit at a maximum security prison has put Allen's physical and mental health in extreme jeopardy. They want him moved back to a county jail. The judge did not grant that request when she was previously asked to do so, but she will reconsider it tomorrow, both on the grounds of Allen's safety and whether keeping him in a maximum security prison is violating his due process and his right to a fair trial. Lastly, there will be a discussion about expert witnesses that Richard Allen's attorney want to hire for his defense. That part of the hearing will take place in private. The judge has to approve the defendant's expert witnesses because Allen's attorneys and any experts they hire are being paid for with public tax dollars. Now, the hearing at the Carroll County Courthouse is scheduled to begin Thursday morning at 10 o'clock, and it could last all afternoon. We will, of course, be inside the courtroom to explain everything that happens and what it means. Our day-long team coverage begins Thursday morning on 13 News Sunrise. I'm Bob Siegel, 13 Investigates.
So, I'm just going to look at Puri Day and Friends. They did not find the bullet that day. It was found 5 days later, and it wasn't Ellie who found it. Okay, so obviously, Puri, you're thinking that it was that girl that found a shiny object. And we had this discussion today, actually, and we've talked about it before. The same girl that found blood on a leaf. Now, when it comes to that, they did say that the bullet was found between the girls. So I'm thinking that that would be inaccurate, although it was a thought. But for the fact that it was said between the girls, I think it's more likely that it was found that day and that it was a different shiny object that perhaps she came across. What do you guys think about that? Hi, Nick. How are you? Here's Ray Jones. I don't see how they can determine the gun from the ejection marks. The marks are on the shell. They get scratched up in many ways before they ever put in the magazine. Well, mind you, prior when we talked about this topic, actually, we showed a video exactly how things work when it comes to guns. And regardless, like that a marking, actually, that the marking, whether it's ejected, it's still, and I don't really know much about guns. I wish I did.
I don't either. Someone showed me exactly how that happens, though, how an unspent round can get ejected. And I have a video of that somewhere, but my goodness, it's back in my files from the end of October.
Yeah,
November.
Julie
it would take me a while. Yeah, it was from her husband demonstrated it for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can find that for everyone, but it would take me a minute.
Yeah, well, take your time if you want to try to find it, Adam. If not, don't worry about it, because I'm sure there's a lot. Like I said, you guys have a lot more accessibility to guns over there. This is something totally that is up my ex-husband's alley, guns and stuff like that, but not mine whatsoever. Besides watching the videos on it. And the explanations behind the markings that still, when they're still in a certain revolver. And this was like a 40, right? This gun, the one that they're speaking of. I can't even think of the name at the top of my head right now, to be honest with you. But thank you. I couldn't think of that. I haven't had to say that or look at that name in a while, actually.
Yeah. 40 caliber 6 hour.
Yeah. I don't know if they can determine the DNA. Okay, but so the question posed a minute ago is that we know that there was someone that has said that they turned in some evidence or whatever, something shiny and a leaf. Now, again, for the fact that in the affidavit it says that bullet casing was found between the two girls, it's more likely to me that it was found that day and it was perhaps another object that was shiny that was found. What do you guys think about that? Because, like I said, it just makes more sense if they said that it was between the two girls that it was found that day and it was something else that was retrieved. Okay, so I'm just going to go to your guys' comments in a second. Guns are definitely accessible at my house. Yeah, it would be nice if there was like a forensic, a ballistics expert for sure. I heard another YouTuber say he heard something about a few days after the homicides, MP was able to go onto the site with friends and search, thereby alleging possible chain of evidence breach on the bullet. I don't know. I haven't heard that myself. Don't know. Let's see here. Alexa, I pray that they have lots of evidence. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? So let's say that they have DNA. I mean, that's going to win out over everything, pretty much, right? I mean, to have the bullet, it depends on the evidence that they have, depends to me on how much that bullet truly does mean, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know that they're going to suppress that still, to the bullet, to be honest with you. I think that obviously a good defense lawyer is going to try to suppress it, but I don't necessarily know that they will, to be honest.
Right.
That's my gut feeling on it. Wait. They should have to prove it. They said they know for sure it came from his gun. Okay, prove it. Simple.
Yeah. I couldn't send it in Messenger, so I texted it and I emailed it to a crime chain, and I also text messaged to it.
Oh, okay. The video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just look at here. Let's just see what Jeff says. Read Jeff's comment. If you could.
Thanks, Agent Miller.
What? Sunny used to be Oh, I know. I mean, again, you're just giving out information. I was trying to keep quiet, AJ Miller. But thanks so much.
Right.
Now, don't forget to go make another account and then come back and see us again. Bye.
I've always said Sunny has a much bigger.
I know. I do too. Lots of times I often to loan those out, tell people to get nunchuckers. Anyways, that was so sweet. Thank you. Anyways, I'll go find that and be right back.
Good for you. Of course, I was looking for that. I was looking for that video, so I don't even know what everyone was talking about. Exactly, Cammy. AJ just wanted to celebrate Pride Month. Support what Steffi says. I don't. They will suppress the bullet, but there are too many experts that will explain how an unspent round is unreliable compared to a spent round. Oh, that makes sense. I believe that that's paramount to this case is this going to be whether this is junk science or not, and that is something that's being argued in several cases currently. Nick Hamilton said, oh, that makes sense. Well, go with God. Charles says the bullet will be suppressed and the evidence from the house raid will be too. We will see. Ray Jones says, I agree with Steffa even though I don't want to. Jeff says, unspent round and a spent round exits the gun the same way. Well, at least the shell casing. Yeah, and like I said, Julie and her husband, they demonstrated this for me on a video back in November of 2022, because I'm not a gun person either. So I was very grateful that they did that for me. And if Sunny can pull it up, I'm sure she will. Kennedy says, wasn't it said Mike Patty had a metal detector, or was that just a rumor? They knew the coordinates of the girls' location where the girls were found, couldn't they have later determined the location from that? I've heard that rumor. I don't know if that was ever confirmed or not. It may have been, and I'm just not privy to that information, but I don't remember. Alexa says, unfortunately, the bullet isn't 100%, as you will have experts who agree and experts who disagree. Exactly, Alexa. That is sadly, well, I mean, that's arguably the case, because, you know, that's a big discussion right now on the integrity of that science. And I'll be interested to see what Judge Gall says.
Adam, it didn't come to my email, and it's saying file too large to send to my messenger. So maybe I'll have to send it over to my iCloud or something. Maybe let me go to my iCloud and take a boo.
Were you able to get it through the text?
Pardon? Yeah, I got
Were
it
you
through
able?
text, but the thing is that that's on my phone. So I'm going to go to my iCloud and see if it's there. So give me a sec. Just people talk away with Adam.
Right. Nick, thank you. I don't need any apology from that person. That was same with, yeah. I had heard that rumor, but I don't remember where it came from. Great. The man, like, we'd know he were innocent because technically he is. And yeah, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Absolutely. I just don't think that Richard Allen is innocent, but he is innocent until proven guilty. So anything I'm saying is alleged. I lost my place here. Shelley says, what if Mike Petty had a metal detector? Yeah, I'm not sure the significance if he did or did not. But those are all going to be questions that law enforcement has the answers to. Luckily. Hopefully. Michelle, thank you. I'm not above it all, but thank you. Yeah, absolutely, Kennedy. Metal detector could have been helpful to find an unspent bullet, and it'd be interesting to know, when that unspent bullet was found. Was it found on the 14th? Was it found on the 15th? Was it found a week later? Was it found on the 19th? It'd be really interesting to know. It'd be interesting to know what Melissa Breedlove found as well. Yeah. Shelley says, Charles, what do you mean they lied to get him arrested? Who and what lied? I missed that comment. Charles says, in the PCA, they implied they can tie the bullet to only his gun. And, Charles, that's, I think that, they were using the information in the PCA from the science that, they want to match to get the probable cause. So the argument isn't necessarily whether they lied or not, but it's that, is the science, is it viable or not? I don't know enough about guns to answer either way. Yeah. And I agree, Kennedy. I believe that when that bullet casing was found is crucial, because if it was not found until, after the crime scene had already been cleared, and it prompted them to go back and do another investigation at the crime scene, that could explain why they don't have DNA. But that's just my speculation. I don't know. And I don't like to speculate. No.
I do.
Are you back?
No. Are you back?
No.
Can't hear you.
No, I'm going to leave.
Okay. Let me play this, okay? I'll do that. It's like almost 2 minutes long. We'll do that.
And this is just because this is Julie's husband explaining how a unspent casing can be ejected from a firearm without being fired.
Okay, hold on. I just got to figure out how to hit play now.
Maybe that big play button.
No.
Charles, exactly. Yeah. Cops can lie to a judge. They just have to be held accountable for it.
Hold on. Is this no? That's StreamYard. You guys, I'm stupid here because it opened up in Media Player. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Come on, tell me where it is. No, seriously, tell me where it is, guys. It's like it opened up in Media Player. I'm showing it. I'm trying to find it now. Seriously.
Yeah. See that triangle in the middle? Like Fibro said.
No, whoops. No, that's. Hold on. No, that's not. I have to find the other screen. Hold on. Exit full screen. Oh, scared me. I have to find the actual screen that it's on, that it opened up in. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. You guys, sorry. Sometimes I'm just very illiterate when it comes to this because I'm so used to it opening up in certain programs. Okay, so it should be. Well, I would think it would be. Well,
I guess we should say, not as a pun, but trigger warning. If you don't like firearms, we're about to show one being demonstrated.
Yeah. Okay, can somebody smart tell me where this? I think
Why don't you
I
hit
found
the space bar?
I found it. Hold on. Woohoo!
Purposes. With the affidavit that came out today when they unsealed it for Rick Allen, I was asking my husband, how is it that
Did you mute it, Sonny?
Oh,
and so this is basically how it would
can you
happen.
hear it now?
So
Well, now we
when
you might want to rewind it though.
chamber,
Okay.
This is your upper rail. It's where the bullet comes.
Okay, this is for demonstration purposes. With the affidavit that came out today when they unsealed it for Rick Allen, I was asking my husband, how is it that there's a bullet that's found that had been in the chamber, but then was found between the two girls? This is at 45 HK. He had a 40 caliber sour. And so this is typically how it would happen.
So just to let you know, when this is called the upper chamber, this is your upper rail. It's where the bullet comes from the magazine up through the handle into the chamber. And when you pull this back, the bullet comes from the magazine, goes into this little hole, and when you slide it in there, it leaves a fingerprint on the casing. It's indistinctive to every gun. Okay? So, on safety, my gun is empty. All right? So if I load my magazine and I put a bullet in the chamber, now I have a bullet in the chamber.
Okay.
Okay? Now, most shooters know you're walking loaded.
Okay.
But in his, if he could have gotten scared, he could have fired and the bullet misfired, didn't go off.
Okay.
You eject it and the bullet kicks out. It's still a bullet. It's not fired.
Now, why would you eject it like that?
To get another shell under the round.
Or so you either forgot that you
if
had
you
a
forgot
shell
you
in
had
the
it
round.
loaded or it jammed, one or the other.
And so
then you're gonna re-rack it, and same thing. You kick out another bullet.
But wouldn't he know that it got kicked out? I guess
here again.
He could have, but he did.
That's all speculation, you guys. I'm just telling you, that's how it works.
Well, I think there's a possibility that what could have happened is that he did forget he had it in the chamber, or it got jammed, and obviously he couldn't find it between the girls. It's probably nestled in between the leaves or something. Thank you.
Okay. Whoops. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'll do that. Okay. So
that was and I think that was a good explanation of it.
Yeah. Thank
you, Julie.
Julie, for that. Thank you.
And your husband.
Yeah. Thank you for finding that. So that's what they're talking about, like the extraction marks, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's, even though the bullet wasn't fired, it's still about those extraction marks that say would be compared to the gun, and the extraction marks of that. Now, again,
now, are those extraction marks scientific or aren't they? That's the argument.
Well, kind of like what Charles Goodwin's saying here. Like, he's saying, does anyone here actually know about ballistics and the science behind it? Well, yeah. Besides, Google told me all about it, actually. I just can't remember it all and the science behind it. If you don't know it, then you wouldn't understand if you haven't already. Well, people like myself and most people that even own a gun have no idea about ballistics. So your best, of course, bet is to go to Google to learn about it. And then it just becomes about that if they deem it as junk science or not. What do you guys think? Do you guys deem
I'm going to say, Charles says, let's say the bullet is his. We don't know how it got there and when, meaning even if they could trace it. So, and I agree with that, Charles, 100%. What I would then argue if I'm Nick McClellan is that, when interviewed by law enforcement, Richard Allen had no explanation as to why
his bullet,
an unspent casing of a bullet, was found at a scene that he claims he was never at.
Right.
So yes, I understand the argument that, I get what you're saying 100%. I'm just saying, if I'm then the prosecutor, my argument against that is going to be that Richard Allen placed himself on the bridge. He did not place himself where the girls were found, but a bullet from a gun that is said to have come from his gun was found between the girls. And, it's going to be up to the judge to decide whether or not that's valid or not.
Right. So. Because chances are she could deem it as valid. And then in court, when the actual court case comes, then you'll see the argument for or against. But that doesn't mean the evidence is going to get suppressed. I mean, if there's a lot of things that show like he didn't have an answer for it, it matches exactly to his gun regardless, and whatever. Again, I don't know. For me, I just think that at the end of the day that it won't get suppressed. I'll be shocked if it does, to be honest with you. And if I'm not mistaken, Adam, remember we talked about that there was a second one of a round that was fired from his gun that was in the backyard or something like that.
That was always just a rumor. But there, that was a rumor that, but they also found the gun. So, I mean, they should be able to match those extraction marks perfectly with the bullet found between the girls. So, and like I said, and I'm not an expert in forensics or ballistics. I'm in ballistics. So
that's right.
I'm not claiming that what I'm saying is fact in this case. I'm just saying that this is my opinion on the bullet information that I've been told.
Yeah. Charles R.A. said he never took the gun out, nor did he loan it to anyone. Yes, he did.
Right.
He did say that. So how else could? But again, the whole point is that proving that unspent casing is to that gun, and that's where that scientific to me, factor comes in. Some people deem it as BS science and others don't. But the thing is that at the end of the day, regardless, that's not the only thing that's going to convict him. They would have to have a lot more than that. Like, this isn't just about this bullet. This bullet is going, like I said, it's going to come up. Whether they suppress it, we'll find out at some point, probably during the week or whatever like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, they're not going to court just based on this unspent casing there. Again, we don't know exactly what all the prosecutors have for. Like, maybe they do have more than just this. Maybe they do have more evidence to show. But, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the thing is that, I get it. People can say, like, oh, so, Abby or Libby picked it up and brought it with them. It fell out of his gun and they were like, oh, here, let me just hold on to this too. Not going to happen. But, but of course they're going to try to make excuses and whatever of how it got there. But I guess it really just depends on what the judge feels about it. I mean, to me, that's not going to convict him, the end all to be all. It's going to be the whole, all the other pieces that we don't know about. People think he's guilty. Guilty seem to want to accept it in the opposite. For those who want to find him guilty, look at this actual evidence of neither, and you'd see it was trash. Each to their own, to be honest, opinion. Like I said, there's court cases that have, had it so that evidence wasn't in the court case. And thought I'd fix that. Me and my husband were just talking about that. When I played it, it only did it once. Did somebody just sponsor? Is that what happened? I'm not sure.
Looks like Lacey.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Lacey. I think whoops.
That's funny. I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. I am downloading a video right now about this and tomorrow's court date. Yes. Anyone that, of course, and Deb, don't forget to drop your link, you guys. Deb is exactly doing a video on this. So if you guys want to check her video out tomorrow when she drops it, and she can drop her link. If you're not subscribed to Deb, please consider subscribing to Deb. Great lady. Again, just trying to put out the facts and, of the case that we have, and speculate on what's possible staying within the solar system. Sonny, what about Maxwell's gun? They took the same caliber and it must not have matched an unspent bullet. Right. That's what I would think. I mean, that was like a long time ago. So I think it was the same type of gun, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I can't remember. I think so. I'd have to go back and look at that. It's been a while since I've actually talked about this stuff. You guys, was Maxwell's the same? Was it a 40 as well? Sig Sauer? What are they going over in court tomorrow? Well, where they're going to be going over the ballistics. We know that. Adam, is that it that they're going over tomorrow? Is just the ballistics? Because they canceled the bond.
Well, let's watch the video on the what they're gonna do tomorrow in court. I sent you that last article I sent you.
Oh,
I thought that was a great article.
Was it an article or was it a video?
It was an article, but I think there was a video in the article.
Oh, okay.
By WTHR.
Oh yeah, but that's the same video we watched.
Okay, so, well, if the article should tell us everything they're everything to expect them going over there over tomorrow.
Yeah, but usually
and the excerpts we read earlier were not from that article.
Okay, let's see here. Actually, did we watch this one, or is it the same?
I don't know if we did.
Well, usually, so we watched this, right? But then there's one below it. Is this one different?
Deb, what's in your video?
Or is that one the same? Let me see.
Defense attorneys want Richard Allen moved out of a state prison to a county jail as
old?
he awaits trial for the Delphi murders.
Richard Allen is the man who's accused of killing two young
That's an
girls,
old video.
Abby Williams and Libby German, back in 2017. Today, our Rich and I talked to a local defense attorney who believes the judge will grant the request.
Okay, so let's see here.
Oh, I've not seen your video yet, Deb. Yeah, I saw this article about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock today, and so I was like, oh, perfect, because it was such a good article.
What did Deb say? She dropped a video.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification. I didn't get a notification either.
Let's take a look. Deb, true. Deb's true.
Oh, it's downloading now.
Oh, that okay. So yeah, that's what I thought she was saying. Whoops, where am I on here? Sorry.
But I mean, we can read this article. We can read this article if we want, and we're at 5 minutes now.
Yeah, but the thing is that when they put the stuff in the video, that's the same stuff that's in the article. Don't you ever notice that? Like, meaning when you play a video, all they did is transcribe it in the article. So that's all that is. It's the same stuff from the video, but they just put it into the article, like the words. Let's see. Rick Jefferson's defense filed a motion to suppress this week to suppress key evidence found at the murder scene. I mean, attorneys have raised the question. I don't know. Like, that's all I know about. That's
right. They're going to set a trial date.
A trial date.
They're going to go over the. I believe they're going to go over the motion to suppress. I mean, well, they are going to go over the motion to suppress multiple things. I believe they're also going to. I believe that Judge Gull may actually address the murder sheet thing as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but
I was going to say, and do you think she'll address them, or has that already been addressed? The mental health records.
That also could be that. Well, that could be part of the suppression.
Right. Yeah. What was I just going to say? Oh, yeah. Do you think he's going to come in there tomorrow looking really meek and,
well,
meek?
Hopefully they give him. I'm not being mean. Never mind. Hopefully they give him a clean top to wear.
Right.
Maybe they'll give him a nice suit like Brian Koberger wore.
So, I mean, obviously they're going to consider about the maximum security prison thing too.
Yeah, thank you. No, thank you, Pobody's Nerfict.
Yeah. So, right, they'll be talking about that, about whether he gets moved or not. They'll be talking about that tomorrow as well, because, like it says right here, the defense will argue why a maximum security state in prison is inappropriate for a defendant with non-prior criminal history, while the Carroll County prosecutor will present evidence to support Allen remaining in Westville. So in it, go ahead.
Steffa, I love you, but Steffa, the man died of the C word. Don't tell me you are buying into that. And excuse my language, but bullshit that people are trying to spread, saying that Ron Logan is responsible for crime, because he's not. Steffi, you're smarter than that.
She's pulling your chain, right?
I hope. Because there are people that think that.
But Steph is not one of them. She might not know her trees, but she's not dumb enough to buy into that one. Yeah.
It worried me. It worried me for a second.
Mm-hmm. Hi, for your record, Your Honor. Or for the record, Your Honor. That's a tongue twister, that name. For the record, Your Honor. I like the name. Just twists up in my brain when I'm reading it. Yeah. Will you guys televise it tomorrow? Well, it won't be televised. There's no cameras allowed and stuff like that. So the only thing that can happen is the news or people that are inside that will report on it. but we're not going to actually see it. It's not being televised. Maybe by the time that I wonder, I don't have hope for Indiana. I don't even think by the time the trial comes that it will get televised. I feel like if they start off a trial without televisions, that they'll keep it that way the whole entire trial, to be honest with you. What do you guys think about that? Hmm. Go ahead, Adam.
Charles, I think Charles, your every comment you've made has been a very valid and important point. Because if I'm Richard Allen's lawyer, I'm asking all of those questions as well. I just hope, for the sake of Libby and Abby, that justice is served regardless of who's responsible. I personally believe that they have the right guy, and I hope that they have the proof that they need to convince jury of that. So hopefully Nick McClelland is sitting at home right now, or in bed right now, with way more information than any of us have.
Yeah, I agree.
No offense taken, because I think it's important that that people bring up those things, because that is what a good defense attorney would ask. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Sonny.
No. So I believe that Richard Allen is on the bridge. After he came out and, obviously took away my BG. It took me a while to keep looking at that because of the similarities, to be honest. And only I would know that more or less because I look at those darn pictures all the time. I even was looking at them again yesterday just for the sake of it. But I believe that Richard Allen definitely is the guy on the bridge, at least 99.9999%. But I still do not believe that he acted alone. So that's where, again, with Richard Allen, they're saying that they just have to, prove, what was it, kidnapping charges or whatever it was? Is that what it was? Kidnapping? Which obviously, regardless, like, I really get torn with this case on what they actually know to what we know. And, in the video I put out today, if nobody's watched it, then maybe possibly go watch it if you want. But when I was listening back to Doug Carter's interview, when you always get a look at hindsight, and do you remember, like him? So in my video, I say, do you know how confident Doug Carter was? Remember how confident he sounded? No, but in that particular interview, even the news reporters commented on how confident he was. And I think most people that watched that last one, were before knowing that Richard Allen was arrested. Everyone felt that self-assuredness of the way he was speaking. And so then when you have hindsight to go back and look at, I think that I honestly think that that when he said that Kagan Klein, they gleaned some significant information from that case, even though, of course, we're talking about Abby and Libby, of course, mostly during that interview. And then the Wabash search happened. And then months later, of course, Richard Allen was arrested. I still will believe that Kagan Klein was a participant in some way, shape, or form. Not that he was at the bridge. I've never believed that whatsoever. Just like his whole red Jeep story, that one was just embarrassing, to be honest. That whole story coming out. Honestly, I was embarrassed just actually hearing that story for anyone that believed that. And sorry if you actually are one of those people, but I just couldn't. That thing just made me laugh about that, about, like him giving up that type of information, first of all. But I just believe that Kagan Klein is a part of it somewhere. And I wonder to myself, You know how police can do something, but say it's not a plea deal. You know, I do wonder if go away. All right. I do wonder if in some way that after I will be curious if after Kevin Klein's sentence, if instantly there's going to be more movement on Delphi in some way, shape, and form again. I believe that. Doug Carter, if you go back and listen to that interview, the hindsight, it's always 2020, you know. But I did, like I said, I dropped a video with kind of like the key points. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Please finish.
No, that was it. No, my feelings. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Nick Hamilton says, in my opinion, Rich Allen was the only unaliver. Others could, and that's kind of what we're talking about. And I agree with Nick. I believe that, personally, from the information I have, that Richard Allen was the only person there that day, and that he was the only one that committed this act. I believe if anyone else was involved, I think it was indirectly, someone like Keegan Klein or someone hypothetically that we don't know about yet, maybe.
Okay. New poll coming out.
That's fine. And then I wanted to Shelley says, since Maxwell's gun didn't match the unspent bullet, but Richard Allen's did, both the same caliber, does that tell you they have a way to identify the bullet to the right gun? And, that's part of the argument. They say they can match that completely. People argue that they can't. And not only James or Jim Maxwell's gun didn't match, but also Brad Weber's did not either. And Brad Weber lived within eyesight of the crime scene, and his 40 caliber Sig Sauer was taken for 6 to 8 months, and they never matched it either. So the fact they were able to match Richard Allen's, and apparently very quickly, if you look at the dates of when we read that on the affidavit. So
yeah, and I just put out a new poll, you guys.
Good.
1, 2, 3, or 4 to 6 or more. You can only add 4 options. So you guys go hit that poll quickly, and we'll come back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shelley. That's how I was told a long time ago that a 40 caliber gun was involved. Even though I've never been under the assumption that the girls were shot at all. To be graphic, I'm sorry, but the fact that law enforcement was so focused on finding and taking 40 caliber weapons. If you look at the Ron Logan search warrant, they were looking for guns, knives. But I mean, I knew that they had taken Brad Weber's Sig Sauer and kept it for 6 to 8 months back in October of last year, September. I can't remember when I was told that, but I mean, people knew that back in 2018, 2017. Pori Day, and friend says there will be cameras in the courtroom. If IFERO. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that stands for.
Pearl. Pearl. That's a new word.
I hope it's something dirty, though. Okay.
There will be cameras in the courtroom. Pearl. You could just translate that again. That would be great. Because there's not going to be camera. Well, like I said, we don't know for sure, like later on, but I doubt it. I feel there were. Oh.
Right.
A Pearl.
Maria's feral.
Okay, so that's not that's not one of those ones that people like, it's like WTF, BRB. It's not really one of those ones that people know. I feel there will, but I don't know. Let's take a look at the poll quickly.
Yeah.
People
Hey, Miss
voting
Dog Lover.
Hey, Miss Dog Lover. So
Good to see
so
you.
far, so far, 40. Okay, it's not funny because most comments that I've always seen lately have been to do with more than one. A lot of people keep leaving comments about that they believe there's more than one. So at the moment, the way it sits is 45 say 1, 26 say 2, 19 say 3, and 10% say 4 to 6. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Hello, Miss Dog Lover.
Yeah. Stephanie, I think we can. Stephanie, now that's a poll I think everyone can agree on.
See, right,
I mean,
exactly.
unless it's a meal, he's not catching it.
Yeah. Is there one person in here without lying that believes that Ron Logan still is the BG? Is there still somebody out there? And
Well, I mean, there's a whole community of people that believe that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it's almost like there's a little community of true crimers that have those really
right? Angela, Tober, Yellow Jacket.
Yeah. Kennedy. JM also said that BW told her that LE took his gun and kept it for 6 months. He has the same type of gun as RA, so did LE feel they clear that gun?
They cleared Brad Weber. They cleared Brad Weber's weapon. They gave it back to him.
Yeah. Our little Twinkie boy. When does he get sentenced again? On the 31st of July or something like that?
27th.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm an old woman who's never used one of these GFs.
Right. And thank you, Poverty's Nerfic. That's great. Because unless it's a meal, he's not catching it.
Right. No, our Al is not BG.
Right,
he's on the show. Oh, he's on the show Breaking Amish. See, Steffa still believes. Yeah, I get it, Steffa. That's kind of like Elvis is in Texas still. So if you don't believe it, just where is the reckoning? Reckoning, are you still here? You want to whip out your cards? Tell us, oh wise one, Ron Logan. I'm pretty sure he's buried 6 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet under. Yeah. Isn't it funny though how people will be like,
hopefully he's 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, right. He's probably up there like sitting there going, cheers, got my wine, got some drinks, I'm good. Look at all you idiots saying that I'm the BG still.
Heather, don't do it. Heather, don't do it. You're smarter than that. I know you're smarter than that, Heather.
Heather,
sometimes just because it's not the most interesting wild theory doesn't mean it's not true. So stay focused and grounded on planet Earth, please.
Yeah.
And if something doesn't sound right in your head, it's probably not. And in my mind, law enforcement worked really, really hard to prove that Ron Logan was BG. And they couldn't. And that's because he's not. So, please.
Cammy, somebody's going to believe you, Steffa. Watch. I know, Steffa, somebody's going to take that post, plant it on their frigging community page or something, and be like, see, even Steffa believes it. Just like she knows her north and south. I know. That's the thing about it, right? It's kind of like when a certain channel takes parts of videos and tries to manipulate and twist them and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, it just kind of makes me laugh, to be honest with you. Heather, okay, Adam, I think she took your advice. Okay, wise one. There are a lot of people.
I'm not that wise, but I mean, I know this.
Yeah. I would imagine that RS is going to be there tomorrow.
Who?
You know, rattlesnake. You still thinking? Rick Snake.
Oh, the one that's friends with. Is he the one that's friends with Tony Klein?
That guy. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he's local, I think. So maybe.
You think perhaps he can grab that their search warrant while he's there tomorrow? And Frank.
The only interaction I've ever had with him indirectly was when I tried to get him to get that search warrant, but I don't think he was able to. I don't know. I don't know him.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see.
I probably would not befriend Tony Klein if given the opportunity, though.
Well, that's where me and you are different. It's only because he blocked you, and he didn't block me.
On display, of course. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything really about him.
Boss.
But he is local, so maybe he will be there tomorrow.
Sonny, people believe. What did he say, Sonny? Oh, what is this? Some people believed he moved out of state pretending to be dead. Then he died. No, CJK, you're right. And those are what we call the morons in life that believe that. Okay, those are the ones that shouldn't probably have been given birth to, and I don't know how their little eggs made it to the canal. But those are the ones that clearly little touched up there. You know, medication should help that issue. No, right. I know that.
Heather, I'll have to check that. I'll have to check him out. I've never actually watched him, never. So maybe I'll have to check him out if he's funny.
Who?
Heather says, I watch him. I like Rick's channel. He's funny. So I've never seen it.
Well, so. Heather, that's where me and you differ.
But if he's funny, maybe I'll check him out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, thanks. I'll pass. Thank you. No.
Oh, wait. Never mind. Charles says that Snay thinks Logan's BG.
Oh, well, that just ruined it right there.
Well, then he is funny.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, he's funny then. That is funny then. What else, you guys?
I'm just taking a piss. I'm not being mean.
Yeah. You know, yeah. I mean, those channels can stay out of my solar system, to be honest with you. I got new aliens that have landed that we've heard of now. So those are my friends. GP. Hi, Ginger. I'm biting my tongue. You don't have to bite it. You can open it up. Just let it flow out sometimes there. He's funny, but he complains about other YouTubers a lot. You know, yeah, we kind of got off of that because it gets really old after a while. When people are always
we steer clear. We steer far away from all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No thanks.
You know, but
not my style.
You know, there has to be this weird balance in the world, I suppose. You know, not everyone can be thinkers and have, you know, kind of more of a clearer mindset on things. Not everyone can be that way. There has to be different people, or else this world would be very boring. So, I mean, it's good entertainment though, sometimes, but I don't really watch those. I don't really watch, like I said, I kind of watch channels like that. I was just talking about this today, that kind of like those guys that help people, that give away things. Like that's why I like Mr. Beast. And there's this other channel called something Nate, you know, where they go around to the homeless and offer to help them out and buy them a tent and different things. I like those. And I like watching those interviews with crime when the person's in the room and they're the guilty party. And of course, the police are doing their thing to try to get whatever info that they can. And, you know, like, just tell us, come on, I'm your buddy. I'm your friend. Just give it up. tell us all about what you did. I like those type of shows too. Everyone's ideas. Well, I don't, Heather, because there's some channels that just propagate BS. So I'll stay clear of those ones myself. But each to their own, right? Each to their own. I get it. And we talked about this before. When you're a creator and you have videos to make and things to do, I don't have time to keep watching channels. And plus, I don't like inputting that stuff into my ear. Within a close group of friends, we discuss things. And, like in our group chat and stuff like that. I like to stay within kind of like that circle of information. As like, for instance, right now there's like conversations that go on that Deb's been having with some other people and stuff like that, and Lewis, and again, they go off on this area of it. Yet last night I was kind of working. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Last night I was working on the Google Earth and putting like the timestamps down, kind of like what Tom Webster did, on his. But I was wanting to do it for myself, but what I couldn't figure out, maybe you guys can help me out here if I make this a little bit bigger. Where is it when they're talking about the bench that's east of the what's this one called again?
What are you talking about, saying?
Okay, so when they're talking about in the affidavit about that, that the girl took a picture at 12:43 and then one at 1:26. So 12:43 was the Monan High Bridge. 1:43 was the picture. Sorry, 12:43, 1:26. So the 1:26 one said that it was at the bench east of the Freedom Bridge. So where exactly is that bench? Where's that?
I have a picture of that. It's somewhere in my files though. But do you know what I do have handy is the actual picture that was taken at 1:26. But I did zoom it in, so I took so that the girls' faces are not in it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But it shows the timestamp.
Okay.
You've seen that, right?
No, I haven't seen it. I've never seen this picture. I mean, maybe if I saw the full picture, I might jog a memory, but I've not actually seen the thing. So hold on. I got to come back over here. I got to go back to where I was. Let me just bring that in for a second. So you zoomed it in to take out the face. So that's just showing
only because I did not blur their faces out in their minors, and one of them is the one that was in the Hannah Shakespeare documentary. So I don't want to put her face on screen without blurring it out.
So is this a bench that's behind? Oh yeah, that's a bench.
They're sitting on a bench, but if you look at, I really only zoomed it in so you could see the timestamp.
I got caught.
What, Sunny? No.
Sorry, I had a.
But I mean, we can't see it all the way down the top, but yeah, this picture was taken February 13th, 2017, 1:26 p.m. This is the picture that's in the affidavit.
I was just wondering where that exact bench was. I'd like to know about these perps that have been pretending to be cops to get women to do bad things for them. Well, there's a lot of them out there. It's just a Google away, to be honest. Want me to ask? Yeah, if you could. Yeah. I want you to know, Sunny, that you are the only channel I've ever donated to. Aw, hold on.
Thank you, Heather.
Let's thank you, Heather. Don't want to miss that one. Yeah. I do miss some comments and then people ride me.
It's important that when people talk about even with people saying that they said 2:00 in the statement or in the documentary that that this picture was taken at 1:26. And you know what, let me look, because I was just looking into this. This is why I had that picture handy. Just to make sure this doesn't have identifying information on it.
Yeah. It's all good. Y'all watch a lot of Delphi stuff. Most I don't agree with, but we can all have different ideas. Absolutely, Charles. That's the exact point. Is that we can all have different ideas. I mean, there's some of them that are just way out there, you know. The only thing we've never approved of is accusing the family. People can, there's people that can talk about, like I've talked about Derek, and the whole drug connection stuff, but there's a difference between that and difference between literally blatantly thinking that Kelsey and that had part of the girl's disappearance. That is just, you know what? If anyone's been thoroughly checked, it would be that family, and so we just never approved of that type of thing, bashing of the family. I mean, it's one thing if the family was actually involved, but there's never been anything in all these years to suggest that. But sometimes it's the stupidity that comes along with blaming the family. We feel badly for the family, and even if it ever comes to fruition that this was a drug-related thing or something like that, again, bottom line is 2 girls lost their lives. There was and regardless of what the actual outcome is, hopefully we learn. It's really about Abby and Libby receiving the justice that whoever is involved, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 3, that for me, my personal journey has been that Libby left a video, and that video, to me, it's like she did not die for nothing, not to have the truth be told about their story.
Right.
So that for me is, where my justice for Abby and Libby come from, that she left a video and on it is the BG, at least one person that's involved, the BG. And so it's justice for those girls, always and above anything. I don't care about stupid spatting between channels. I don't care about whatever. All I care about is that those girls, like anyone else that has lost their lives at the hands of somebody else, deserve the proper justice. I'm all about just like even Nicola Bullock, whether she had an accident, whether she fell in, whether she took her own life, whether it was a third party, I don't care. Bottom line is we want justice for Nicola Bully and the truth of the matter. However it happened, just like Abby and Libby, just truth. I've always been a big truth seeker, It's kind of like, that's why it bugs me to no end that the court system works in the way that it does. I find it a very victimizing the victims type of process. People can spend years and years dealing with the bullshits of the courts and stuff like that. And I really wish that they would rein some of that stuff in, but maybe later down in life, who knows?
Okay. And so I just want to answer. The picture we're looking at is just the timestamp that's on the witness that's in the affidavit. This is a picture of the witness and her sister that was taken on the bench that we were just talking about. And then if Sunny wants to show the next post that I sent her, this gives some explanation as to that picture. And this says another important detail. By the timestamp on a pic she sent to her mom shortly before the encounter, she likely ran into him near the Freedom Bridge around 1:30 or 1:35. Her pic was timestamped 1:26. She said she ran into him not too long after, within several minutes. I have a copy of the pic, which I just showed a zoomed in version of that excluded their faces but showed the timestamp. It's her and her younger sister sitting on the first of several benches along the Freedom Bridge Trail, the one closest to Freedom Bridge, maybe a couple hundred yards away. So hopefully that answers everyone's question as to which bridge it was, or which bench it was.
Yeah.
It's And TT and Fangirl, it's from the Richard Allen affidavit or PCA that they talk about the witness statements.
What affidavit is this picture from?
Yeah.
Adam, what is this words from within the affidavit?
No. These words here are not from the affidavit. This is just giving some explanation as to the picture that was the timestamp, that the witness statement is in the affidavit. This is just giving some more context from the witness statement as to the actual time, because there's been people that have been trying to bring the timetable into question. And this information has been out there for a very long time. So this is not new things that are coming out. The speculation about the witness statement is the only thing new. And it's really just people trying to fit it into their narrative.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. So.
Yeah. We don't support at all channels that try to push out content that is just ridiculous, or they're doing it for their own personal agenda because they know that
they don't want to be wrong.
Well, some of the it's well, first of all, they don't want to be wrong, but mostly, but some of them just do it for the sake of clicks and views, and they know that stuff is going to pique people's interest. It's
right. Well, some of these people don't even have YouTube channels. Some of these are like Reddit people. These are like these are people behind the scenes that are pushing a narrative, mainly because I don't know, maybe because they have an empty life or an overinflated ego. I don't know. But either way, it's more important to them that they're right, or that they come off as right rather than the girls getting justice. And I don't really speak up a lot about other people in the way they handle themselves with these cases. But to me, that's bothersome, because when you're reaching out to the defense team of a double homicide case and you're trying to give them evidence or information to prove your narrative, that's disgusting to me.
I think so.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant. I'll be done now.
No. Again, in this world, there's people that, have common sense or have critical thinking and use that to their benefit. And I was just going to say that, regardless even if we have different opinions, if there's one thing that I love about our chat is that people, for them, like almost 99%, keep it respectful and keep it, with appropriate questions to ask, like they're not way off in loony land. Again, there's all different types in this world, and that's fair enough, right? There always will be. They're not going to go away. But at the end of the day, it really just comes down to someone can believe whatever they want. If your thing is that that Abby was put on that bridge and it's some sort of whatever, again, it's not my cup of tea. I don't usually entertain those ones because that's just way far-fetched. But if that person has that belief, then so be it, right? So be it. But I can honestly say that there is a lot of very logical thinkers, even if the opinions differ about what happened or what went on. It's still within the realm of reality and what sounds logical, and there's like I said, to stay level-headed about it all, go down these rabbit holes and see. And I've been down to many, like most of you guys have. Good morning, positive vibes and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, we could all be totally wrong. And again, we might be shocked when the truth does come out. We don't know. And our best ammo towards putting out factual information is really all we can use is what's kind of truly out there, and then just try to figure out for ourselves, using the affidavit, and taking those with more of a grain of salt than anything, right? There's some people that have been on this case since the very beginning. There's a lot of people out there. There's some people that have really good information, And then there's other people that have gone down 20,000 different rabbit holes and are way still off on whatever. For me personally, it's been about 3 years now. I don't even think it's quite been. I can't even remember. 2020 was Suzanne Morpheo. It's 2023. So in September, I think it will be 3 years and somewhere around there for it. But anyways, each to their own. For me, I'm just kind of working on my Google Pro right now and just putting the timestamps on it. Again, like myself versus the affidavit. It's a lot of work to do stuff like that, guys. And, I start something and sometimes I just don't finish it because it becomes a lot of work. And I'm like, I don't need that stuff. It's in my head. Then you go to someone like Tom Webster who like neatly lays it out for you. But sometimes visually, when you see something, of course, it makes it easier to understand times. Like when you really see it on the map and you go, okay, so, Richard Allen arrived at this time exactly, and you just, of course, definitely get more of a feel. So that's why I was going through like the affidavit again, looking at the times, and I was like, so where's that Eastern Bridge? And I'm sitting there like, I started working on a video, the Delphi one. Then I went off on different tangents of watching different videos. I started watching drone footage going, now where's that darn bench? Where exactly is that darn bench? Because I want to put my thumbnail or, the little thumbtack in the right spot, just because you want as much accuracy as you have, can have. I understand why chaotic. Oh, you know what? And where's Mel been, by the way? It's Mel. Mel, if you're ever watching. Mel.
I haven't talked to Mel lately. I need to talk to her. I need to reach out. I have not talked to Chaotic lately either.
Oh, geez, of Delphi, stay away. It's getting.
Maybe they don't love me anymore.
Yeah. Well, and Cameron, we talked about this the other night. Is that we deeply care about Delphi. Deb knows it. Anyone that knows us knows it. When you put all that time, like in searching and stuff like that. So.
We love it so much. We're going to get up and cover it tomorrow morning.
Well, exactly, because it's like I said, the case is meaningful, but Adam and myself are not going to involve ourselves into the drama of what's going on with those other channels. Again, we refuse to get involved in that stuff because it's a waste of effort and time to get involved in that.
Right.
Again, there's good people, there's good channels. We prefer to communicate and talk with those channels that actually are there to work together, be kind to each other, and they have great dispositions about themselves. Than these drama things that just are taking up wasted space if you're in true crime.
I'd prefer you to be part of the Delphi Illuminati.
Yeah.
Like we are.
It's just not like it's just such a waste of time.
Yeah.
It honestly is just a waste of time to get involved in that drama stuff. It benefits nobody, and it really is this. If people would just mind their own noses and stay out of people's channels and what they do, and that's where people totally, right? Because this person gets offended because this person's taken their content or this person believes that they took their content and stuff like that. And everyone's little noses get up in a pinch and stuff like that. And it's always just really about egos and this and this, I don't try to claim to be anything that I'm not, and I don't try to take credit for stuff that I don't do, I really just could care less about the people that want to waste their time. I like I said, it's more that if I was truthful, I would say that I feel sorry for people that have to keep attacking other channels in order to somehow, add drama, make their life somehow feel better. It really is just laughable to me, but I couldn't be asked with it either. So that's why when I think Deb was saying that there was drama going on in Delphi, I had no clue that there was any drama going on in Delphi. I don't pay attention. about SB puts out holds some merit of research. Nearly everything ASB put out holds some merit of research, like it or not. Yeah. Um, I've been watching that name since you've been in chat, and I've been deciding if that person is a troll, to be honest with you. I feel like it is, but I've allowed that name to stay so far. Not going to get into ASB. It is not worthy of a breath, really. You know, each to their own. Like I said, I'm just calling it like how I do things or we do things. And Adam has his own brain to like channels or not like channels that he wants to, just like I do. But when it comes to the drama part of it, that's just wasting time. It's just wasting time. And there's no benefit from it.
Tell me more about DP.
I get so confused. Good. Tell me more about DP. If you're talking about Daniel Pearson,
We've never had Daniel Pearson theory.
I just feel like you're in here to, I'm just going to block you, actually. I just feel like that name, it's bugged me from right when that name came in. It's probably one of those ones that creates the names that we see all the time, and they're actually trying to whatever. So we'll just give you a block and go make another name.
Right. Exactly, Charles. I agree. Tom is. Don't tell him I said this, but Tom is top quality because he sticks to the facts, and I appreciate Tom.
Right.
But again, tell him that.
Yeah, don't tell Tom that. Charles, I could tell by the way that you type that someone like Tom is more up your alley for sure. I can see it in your words and how you put your thoughts across. You like going in. Tom lays out the facts just like that. You could do without the whole 20-minute meet and greets at the start of our shows and stuff like that, in a sense, even though you come here. But I know that that's how you prefer probably your thing. So I'm going to say that Charles is in here. I'm just probably because he likes, every now and again, he's like, I'm going to have some fun tonight, and I'm going to go over to Sunny and Adam's channel. Yep.
I would like to make one correction though. Deb, I'm so sorry, but I mean the best.
So if I ever said unsubscribe, do you think that we should promote unsubscribing to Deb?
Right. I mean the best. That's a big statement. I mean, if you were to say like Aspen is the best, it sounds better, but
it flows, doesn't it? It's like BS rhymes with this. Yeah.
Can someone that's in love with Mariah Carey be the best?
Look, Tom's just sitting here. You can tell, that Tom is probably watching this live right now.
Why do you think I'm saying it?
And then he's going to be, and he's probably turning a whole shade of red.
That bitch doubled down.
Double down, Deb. I know. Right. Yeah. Okay. So whenever you guys see Deb's link, I meant to say hit unsubscribe. If we can get her underneath the 500 mark by the end of tonight, that would be amazing. Because, then she can't monetize, take her forever again, get 4,000 hours or 3,000 hours. Yeah. I'm just waiting for Tom to go, you guys rang? You speak of me? I got him on my. He's
too busy in the mirror right now going, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's
the best of us all? Oh, just me. Oh, that's right.
Oh, is that me?
Anyways, I'm still going to give a shout out to Cordy and Isaiah if they're both watching here. And I want to thank Sloopy for stopping by the other night. Sloopy, thank you the other night for the 1999 super chat. And thank you for it's been a while since we've seen that colorful name come on in chat on there. Tom is sawing a lot. Well, that's what I was thinking, Deb. I mean, either Tom's being bashful right now and he's trying to pretend like I'm not here, or else he's 5 sheets to the wind there, snoring hacking some force down with his snort. Yeah.
I think Wednesday might be his Mariah Carey fan club night.
Yeah. After Deb Curie, we kind of forgot about the whole thing, didn't we, Adam?
It's funny. As soon as I read that, my lips got really dry.
I knew. I still do.
I don't have any handy.
Here, just there you go, Adam. Anyways, we're gonna stay on for like 4 more minutes because we're gonna be up. What time are we doing our live tomorrow, Adam?
Well, court starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I doubt we'll be able to stay on the entire time because I believe that the part after the public's asked to leave, I believe that's supposed to last several hours. So, I would think that court in Delphi tomorrow could last most of the day. How much time the morning session will last, I don't know.
Obviously there's going to be breaks when people are tweeting out and stuff. So, you know what? We'll just go live at what? Like 10?
When the court starts, yeah. And then, if nothing's coming out and we run out of things to talk about,
yeah,
I guess we'll leave.
Yeah. I'll set up 2 lives. One for this time and one for like later.
That's smart. Yeah. And we're just playing. If anyone's not subscribed to Tom Webster's channel, go subscribe to Tom Webster. I mean, I'm sure there's 91 people here right now. Everyone's probably subscribed. Everyone loves Tom Webster. I taught him everything he knows. You just get a message from him?
Yeah. I just looked down. Tom,
just
answer me back. Can I read your comment out, Tom?
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Night, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, I can't really talk about. We're tired to talk about Tom now. Tacos. I enjoy Tom Webster. His dry sense of humor is spot on. I'll agree with that. Oh, look at these. You guys are all Tom lovers, aren't you? I mean, heck, maybe Tom should just take over this channel too. I mean, he does have more subscribers. You know what? Come on, you guys. We're like, oh no, we're 3 subscribers away. Come on, people. Okay, Streamlabs, start subscribe. Tom, subscribe, okay? Dude, I know you're not subscribed. Subscribe. Who hasn't subscribed here that's watching right now? I just want to even say we hit 9,000 tonight. Come on now. Come on, you guys. We can do it. You guys can do it. Don't make me pull out some other channels. I probably have a few I could probably subscribe from. I keep making channels. I just don't do anything with them. They're there, though. I know that they're still there. Let's see. I mean, what do you want? You want, if Tom comes on, will somebody subscribe? I'll take that. No, just kidding. As Stephanie isn't subscribed. I like y'all facts, but I like to joke around often too. That's fun as well. You know what? That's never going to change with this channel. That's for sure. You gotta have laughs. You can't, like, for us, like I said, there's so many different niches. Is that the right word? Niches out in this world. There's space for everybody, But for me, personally, I love to joke around and I like to talk about true crime. We will never, ever make fun of anything to do with the actual deaths of true crime. We might make fun of Kagan Klein, somebody that's in jail that be wanting some Twinkies and stuff like that. But, in saying that, I mean, come on, he deserves a little bit of rousing, to be honest with you. But other than that, you can be lighthearted. I want to say I find it offensive when people are like, you're going to sit there and laugh while you're talking about somebody's. Look, these people are not my family. The cases that we cover, they are not my family. We are covering cases to bring awareness to the cases, and that's what we're doing. That doesn't mean that I don't have a right to joke around with people as we're talking about different things or whatever. or making fun of somebody sometimes. They're allowed to. So I find that very, you know what? Like I said, can't stand hypocrites, but we're all hypocrites. But I can't stand hypocrites because everybody's life has some sort of secret or some sort of something to it. Nobody's perfect at all, not even close. It's just some are a lot better than others.
Well, what do they always say? We really have three lives. We have our public life, we have our private life, and then we have our secret life.
Yeah.
And that, you know, regardless of, even if it's not like a Brian Koberger level, everyone has all three of those things.
I could never do true crime and just be serious the entire time. You know, like I said, every channel does their thing. Some people just do it like this. You know, Tom likes to laugh at his jokes throughout his videos and stuff like that, right? Because something is said and it becomes belly laugh. So like, Sonny, tell us how you really feel. You guys know I always tell you how I really feel. There's nothing secretive. You know, that's what Deb, I'm going to tell you something. Many times in my life, people, guys in particular, they'll say to me, you know what I like about you, Sonny? Is that your mystique. And in my head, I'm laughing. So I'm like, I don't think there's anything mysterious about me. I lay my heart out on the table type of thing for people to see. I don't have nothing to hide, and the stuff that I want you to know, I'll let you know. But there's not too much that I hold back from talking about. I've learned to open up about my personal life a lot more in the years of the cases and stuff like that. Whereas normally stuff like that I wouldn't share, but I do it only because if somebody else is watching, and I know I get those emails where somebody says, I love coming to watch your show. You know, it's kind of like my daily fix or this or that, or, you know, stuff like that. That's very powerful when you can touch a person. I am subscribed to you, Tom says. He's such a liar. Do you see his nose grow? No. But Tom, you threw me off of my darn thing. Now I lost what I was saying there. I don't know. What was I saying, Adam? I don't even know anymore. I went off on a binge. Something about no, Tom, you totally mess with me, man. I'm sitting there looking down. Tom sends a message. Which reminded me, I think he said something like he almost upchucked all his nachos that he was eating. I think we were just talking about talking with people. You know, I love that people can grow, whether it's me growing or somebody growing because they came across a person, you know, and stuff like that, or maybe they created a channel and stuff like that. But I have to have laughter in order to have the balance of true crime.
Sonny, can I actually read you a quote that's always meant a lot to me when you just mentioned growth, and I know that when I think about things like that, something that always comes into my mind are like these words, and the words are, when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll find the truth. That hero lies in you.
And you. You know, I've never really heard that quote before, right? When I was using my...
Well, here, let me read it one more time. Okay. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
That's deep. That is so deep. You know, that's almost...
I don't remember who said that. It might have been Gandhi, but those are just words that have always resonated in my mind.
Yeah. That a hero lies in you too, Adam. Yeah. I think, you know, I think I'm gonna claim that for my own, actually. I don't think that anybody owns those words. I think I'm just gonna take those now. You can copyright me all you want, dude, but I'm gonna put like one of those little @ signs or a C sign or whatever it is, copyright. Yeah, that was deep. That was so deep, Adam. I don't even know that they make manure that high. That's how deep that was. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
You know what I feel like? I feel like Deb's doing a solo in her bedroom. Literally go, and here alive. That's what I feel like Deb's doing right now. Feel like she's literally singing to that song. with that said,
should we go?
Should
We'll
we
see
stay
everyone
or
in the morning.
go now? Should we stay or should we go now? Okay, let's hold on. Hold on. I don't want to go yet. Bye. No, just kidding. Let me look at that poll. How many were involved? Okay, now we're at 39%. 30 seconds coming up with 26%, and 3 is 23%, and 4 more is 12%. Okay, so 39, 1, 26, 2, 23, 3, 46, and more, it's 12%. Oh, I know what I was waiting for. I was waiting to see if we hit 9,000. That's what I was waiting for. Come on. Really, not one. So everyone is subbed here, correct? Not one person is lying to us, right? Come on. Let me hit refresh on this bad boy. I shouldn't have to hit refresh because it's live. Look at Adam. In the whole time that we actually sat here extra, we went up 0. We still need 3. I'm disappointed. I felt like we could have done it, but everybody must be subscribed. Yeah. What about members? Okay, so let's see here. You need 1 more sub. Nope. Need 3 deb. Yeah, it goes. It shows us.
We'll need 4 after Tom Webster unsubscribes.
Yeah. We just need backup. Deb's probably gonna unsubscribe since I unsubscribed to her channel too. Yeah. Okay.
No, you didn't.
Well,
everyone, if you're not subscribed to Deb's channel, please, of course, go subscribe. Deb is our family, and we love her.
Streamlabs.
You're blurry. You're very blurry.
Oh, look at it. I am. I hate it when it goes crazy like that. It's like an alien. No, not aliens. Yeah, there we go. And then the eyebrows start twitching like crazy too.
Right. So Deb, when you see it and it says 8.99, what that really means is 8,990 subscribers, and it can be anywhere between 90 and 99 subscribers. So
yeah,
we really need 3 more subscribers before we hit 9K. But like if you look at YouTube right now, it says 8.999 or 8.
Yeah, 8.997. 8.997. And you guys, yes, after about 2 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh well, crap. Exactly. I know, Deb. I mean, we
Deb's got a good video coming up tonight.
So you guys need to go help Deb. It's a must. It's part of your condition on being on the internet. Yeah. You need to go watch Deb's video. You need to watch it the whole way through. Deb needs 400. Well, truly, she needs 3,000 watch hours, but truly, she needs 4. So when Deb drops a video, if you're not subscribed to her, you subscribe. Look at her; she's begging now. For sakes, Deb.
Well, we'll have to do a live on Deb, or Deb will have to do a live on her channel.
Hey, Cami, is your husband subscribed over here as well? Hey, Cami.
Wait, Cami. Hi, Cami.
8998. Come on, you guys. 2 more. 2 more. Is that so hard? 2 more people. Come on. Come on. Somebody else come in here. There's 91 people holding. Streamlabs doesn't count. 2 more. Come on, people. Let's go.
Wait, Tom Webster's not even going to give me the satisfaction of being like, you asshole.
No.
Nope.
He said it to me.
I know.
Tom loves me more. I just want you to know that, Adam, okay? I mean, I know it comes off as like that he, hits on you and stuff like that, but truthfully.
No.
Yeah. You haven't seen our private messages. They're deep and they're full of love.
Diana says, yes, with Fig and Tom, Deb's first live. I would never talk to any of the 3 of them again.
I'll second that motion.
And my feelings would be hurt.
Oh, Adam, stop it. You know what it's feeling. Well, What do you mean you think so, Cammy? I don't want to hear I think so, Sonny. I want to hear I know so. Sonny, he is subscribed. Is that Mariah Carey? Isn't that Mariah Carey? I don't know. Is it?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, hey, did you want to talk about JLR for a second?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. You're the one that knows.
I know very little. I happened to go to Deets on the Streets channel for a couple minutes today, and all I know it was.
Yeah, who dis? It's you can do like emojis now in the YouTube chat.
Listen to that love she puts out there. What WTF is that heart thing in the chat? I know. I know. Who dis?
That's what I love about who dis.
I know, right? It's like, well, the fuck. That's what I love about who dis too. Yeah. Come on, you guys. Come on, 2 more subs. Then I'll screenshot it and then it can go back down. Well, no, actually, you guys can stay. Okay. Look at 2 people dropped out. Those 2 people probably didn't subscribe to us. But subbed to whom? Charles? What are you talking about? Charles? You've been looking in the drinks there? Huh? You having some of what Steph always has daily? Hey, maybe once Freckled Joy becomes a full-fledged police officer. But let's tell her to go into ballistics and the crime scene investigation. What about who does? Is she freaking hot? Yeah. You know, yeah, we put up with who does, you know. She's okay. She's okay. He went to the door. Yeah. Yeah, drank. That's what I love about who dis though. I just said that in the last live is that, you know, she's just like me. Kind of like cut the crap. Let's get to it. You know, we don't really have those filter systems too well built into us. I've been sub for months. Yeah. Well, if you guys can just use your, come on, 2 more people. Let's go. Get off your lazy butts and go get another account. Make another account while you're sitting here. You got nothing better to do.
Ew, no hugs. No hugs ever.
Who did? You know I'm just gonna stick my tongue down your throat. I got no need for hugs.
I'm not a hugger.
Not when huh? What? Yeah.
I would hug Deb. I would hug Deb. If I ever met Deb, I will hug her. But I'm not a hugger.
I'd break Deb if I hugged her.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a hugger, but I would hug Deb.
Too fragile. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Who dis? I just like grab her by her hair and be like, "Get over here." Spank you.
Were you talking about Tom?
No, I was having a dream about who dis for a second there. Whew, came out of it though. It was almost a nightmare. Yeah. I was just showing her how aggressive I can be. She likes it that way. Who dis and ask when I'm going to attack you and hug you to the ground. Sure, Deb. And then she's going to put you in her basement. You know, Deb.
That's probably how Ray got into the trouble he got into.
That's how you say Shelly. Shelly's like, I'm in line next time. I'm not a hugger. I just crush a lot. Yeah, I know. I got so tired of you crushing on me that you moved on to Deb. What the heck? Hey, running the other way. GP, you know you like it. Get back here right now. Look at you people. Okay, wait. Did we get any subs because of that dirty doc? Nope, not yet. Okay.
Lacey, you're a married woman.
ASD, no hugs, please.
Yes, I hug you.
I think Michelle O said AASD. I want a hug, please. That's what I felt like I read and heard, and I feel like I'm a hugger. You know what? I've told this story. I never used to hug. I hated that when I would go visit my mom, when I would fly out for Christmas every couple of years, and then we got to that point where they would hug. I literally would have anxiety about it. I literally hated that day.
Hug you, Lacey.
Oh, hey, in the middle of a story here. Back down, people. Okay. So, but anyways, and it was when I had Matthew. I didn't want my son to ever feel, because my mom and that wasn't a hugger, right? So when you're not used to people hugging you, for me, it's like, get out of my personal space. So I hated that. Like, I literally dreaded it. And then to this day, I'll come freaking running and jumping on you and hug you if I have to. But it was because I wanted Matthew to always feel loved and hugged, right? And I didn't want him to have that same feeling I did. So that if somebody hugged you, like I wanted him to feel cared about and stuff. And I just became this hugger. Now it's like, don't put your hand out. Give me a hug. Come on now. I feel like I'm Italian almost. Like, come on, give me a hug. Yeah. Yeah. With who dis, it's different though. It's like, who dis? Get over here. Give me some tongue. Yeah. What's another one? Yeah. Only kids. GP, I hope you're not having a heart attack over there. This is just like the wild or like the X side of the show.
Right. Well, hey, Lacey. I mean, maybe if your husband's hot, I'll hug him too.
Oh. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. Hold on. One more subscriber. 8999. Okay, one more. Don't anyone pull any bullshit about unsubscribing crap right now. Come on now. I'll come beat you to a pulp if that's the case. Yeah. Okay. Not really. I'll give you hugs. If you hate hugs, I'll give you a hug. Come on, 8999. Look I'm totally waiting for it to change. That one person, one more person. Who's going to be that special person? Who's going to be that special person that's going to hit the 9,000 for us? Okay.
Who dis is hot?
Yeah. Stay away from who dis.
But she knows it.
She knows it. 8999 9999 89999. Come on. Who's going to be that special person? Obviously, everybody's subbed in here, apparently. Come on. One more person. Adam, we're staying till we get our 9,000.
Oh, God.
Well, unless, of course, it goes down one more, then forget it.
Wait, Diana, you were a member. You were probably subscribed.
Yeah. Come on. What other person can get off their lazy butt right now and go make another account? Come on now. Go make a channel. It takes about 2 minutes.
Grandma Soros, go make another account and subscribe again. Because I want to go to bed because I have to get up in the morning.
Yeah, by the time she does it, we'll be at like 9,005 or something like that. 8:48 my time. I got time, people. I got time. I'm just sitting here with my hand. Oh, if you guys can tell, I'm just sitting here.
One Deb, go make another account.
Who dis? You know you have another account. Let's come on. Hold on. Let me go back to the page. Nope. Still showing 8999. Come on, who dis? You know you have another account that you could apply this to.
Wait, Deb, why do you have to get up at 6:45 a.m.? Ugh. Are you picking Frank up?
Yeah. Okay. Dick Frank court. All right. Yeah. No, Deb's gonna hold on to Frank's paper so Frank doesn't lose them. Come on, guys. One more person needs to subscribe.
Diana, he has way more than 2 accounts.
Who? Oh, still waiting. Who dis? You're fast enough. Come on. Get your other account on in here. You can't tell me that all 20 of your accounts are subscribed to me. Oh, there it is. 9,000. There we go. 9,000 people. Hold on. I'm going to tell you who that. Wait.
They might not want you to.
Hold on. Wait. Normally it shows in about an hour ago, Lacey has been a member for 3 months. Come on. Where's the rest of it? What's wrong with you, Super Chat? Or what's wrong with you?
Fibro said I just subscribed.
Fibro, are you lying? Fibro. Because normally, we're not even showing our faces at this point.
Right.
Hold on a second. Yeah, we're almost embarrassed now by it. It took that long. We're embarrassed that it took that long. All right.
Well, hey, you know what? I know 9K is not a lot, Charles, but it makes us happy.
Wait a sec, Charles. Hold on. You're literally laughing at 9K? Charles, tell me exactly how many subscribers you have on your channel. And then I'm going to have a belly laugh. Go ahead, Charles. Okay?
Or maybe it was LOL because we hit 9K.
No, I think, Charles, are you laughing at us? Are you making fun of our 9K that took forever to get to? Charles? Hey, it's a lot of work, people. I mean, we could, if we did deceptive type lives and videos, I suppose, we could have got there a long time ago. We probably would be sitting at 100K by now if we were like that. Is that Joseph Morris? When did I laugh at 9K?
Oh, he's laughing with you, not at you. Thank you, Charles. I knew that's what I assumed. I was just playing.
Look at this, Charles. Right there. There's the evidence, Charles. I mean, I could have said 1,000 words, Charles. When did I say? When did I laugh? Right there. Right there, Charles.
Hey, Deb, you were a part of that too. Thank you, Deb.
Hey, Adam, show your face.
Nope. I gotta go. We said we were going like 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, you gotta at least look to your people that have subscribed and say goodbye.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Oh. What were you truly doing back there? Was Lacey sending you private messages? Anyway.
No, I was literally just sitting here twirling my hair.
Oh, I know, I can see that. Anyways, thank you guys very much. Hold on, let's see if we dropped one. Nope, still sitting strong there. Yep.
No, tomorrow morning we'll wake up to like 5 people being dropped off, but that's okay.
Okay, so just a reminder, so we'll go live at 10 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. For
maybe we'll be live for an hour. Maybe we'll be live for 3 hours. Maybe we'll be live for 10 minutes. Who knows?
YOLO, right, guys? YOLO. Anyways, God bless you guys. You guys, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. You guys, take care. Oh, Jeff has 139 subscribers. Jeff, he is thinking about starting his own channel. He's got 139. And only because we're ditching you right now, Jeff. If you truly are wanting to start your channel, then I guess we'll have to.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Just make us thumbnails. I'm just kidding.
Right. I know. You know that expression, do unto others? It's just all bull BS or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, absolutely. Look out, I'm catching up. I'll stick to thumbnails. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Bye, Michelle. You have a great night, you guys. Thanks so much, anyways, for being part of the It's a Crime and Shame team and family. I should say family, because I don't like to use the word, well, team is good for certain things, but thank you guys so much. You guys take care. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah. It's a force thing. You have to be there. All right. With that being said, guess what's happening?
Charles. Good night, Charles.
Good night, Charles.
Good night, Lacey.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys. This is Sunny Justice and Aspen Connor from It's a Crime and Shame, wishing you all a good night.